You all know the story of the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland, don't you? We did a series on that for our Create Your Vision framework. I'll show you. The only thing Alice knew was that she was burning with curiosity about this white rabbit running by her, a watch in its hand, saying to itself, oh dear, I'm going to be late." There the adventure began. She went after it, in the rabbit hole, never thinking about where she was going or how she was going to get out again. Of all the strange creatures that she encountered in Wonderland, the Cheshire Cat is the most remarkable. Alice first meets it when she leaves the Duchess' house and finds it in a tree. It constantly grins and can disappear and reappear whenever it likes. Sometimes it disappears and leaves its grin behind. It's mystical and magical and sort of a philosopher, answering Alice's questions with vague directions or counter questions. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here? That depends a great deal on where you want to go, said the cat. I don't much care where, said Alice. Then it doesn't matter which way you go, said the cat. So long as I get somewhere, Alice added as an explanation. Oh, you're sure to do that, said the cat, if you only walk long enough. Alice plunged into this adventure without knowing what she was doing, where she was going, or who she was going to meet. She just followed her curiosity, without planning or without a clear view. That is how people often start a business, with a vague idea, a burning curiosity, and a lot of energy and determination. But the destination is important. Without a clear picture of where you want to go, you will lose yourself in the journey. So just as Alice at some point asked for directions, you should too. This part of Alice's story has been a metaphor for finding your purpose in life. You have to have some sort of view or vision of where you want to end up. If you don't, you just go with the tide without having a destination. Or if you have been trying to accommodate everyone else's expectations without focusing on your own dreams and on your own plans, you might have the feeling that life just passes you by. The thing is that you create results, whether you take action or not. That's a saying from Mary Morrissey. I discovered that years ago when I worked for an international corporation. I had to take part in an all-day meeting about goal setting once a year. And sitting in that meeting for the first time, I suddenly realized the importance of cascading goals to individual level. I never noticed or saw the connection between corporate goals or vision and my own yearly goals. But the way this was managed in that meeting made me see the value in having goals for every person in the company that ties in with the team goals and then the department goals and then the corporate goals. They all added up to the vision that the company had. At that moment, I understood that every employee of that company was working to achieve the company vision every day. And it convinced me of the importance of having a vision and setting goals. And then later that night, after we had a wrap-up in a restaurant with all the participants of that meeting, it suddenly dawned on me that I had been working towards achieving goals on my job for several years, but I did not once think about the personal goals I wanted to achieve, nor my personal vision. What do I want to tell my grandchildren if I would be so lucky to have them one day? Or what will people say about me at the end of my life? It's important to me that I think about what I want to accomplish and what my reasons are. Do you want to know the benefits of having a vision? First of all, it will help you beat confusion. If you have to choose between several things to do or different ways to go, your vision will help you make the best decision. Second, it can help you strategize.
what will help you and what won't. 3, you can set milestones for yourself. And 4, you can use your vision as a tool to motivate you by regularly picturing the results and always keep them on top of your mind. Thinking about your vision gives you direction in life. After all, whenever you would encounter the Cheshire Cat and have to ask it for directions, you would want to be able to answer where you want to go, don't you? So to help you out, we created the Craft Your Vision framework. You can find the link below in the description.